Hey, it's Coach Calloway. In today's lesson, we're going to be discussing a drop back passing concept that we call Snag. This is actually lesson number 2 in our Snag series. Lesson number 1, Snag Basic. We want to encourage you to take a look at that if you haven't watched the Snag Basic lesson. But today we're going to get more advanced as we discuss Snag. We're going to talk about running it out of different formations, motions, tags, and play action, and really drill down and give you a lot of detail. Again, the lesson today is called Snag Advanced. So we hope you enjoy it. Let's roll the intro. All right, coaches, thanks for joining us. This is the Callaway Football Video Playbook Series. This is Snag lesson number 2 called Snag Advanced. As I mentioned in the brief opening, we have a first lesson. Lesson number 1 is called Snag Basic. If you have not watched Snag Basic, you may want to do that. It goes over some information that we won't revisit in today's lesson. So since today's lesson is an advanced lesson, we're going to talk about audibles, different formations, how to run it with motions, tags, how to run it with play action. And we're going to take a look at some great video for you today. So we've got some really good video examples for you on this play. So on Snag, it's part of our drop back game. So we have it, our pass protection is our 80 series. So we have 81 pass protection call when we slide our offensive line to the left. 81 being an odd number, we'll slide to the left. And over here on the right, you'll see the 80 series protection call. When we call 80 series, means our offensive line is sliding their protection to the right because it's an even number. Now our running back always lines up opposite the protection call. So in this example of 80 series, we're sliding offensive line right. The running back will line up to the left of that, opposite that, and he has pass protection responsibilities as priority number 1. So that's first before he gets out into his route running responsibilities. He'll check B-gap, blitz, or outside edge blitz. So if he's getting any immediate threat to the quarterback right here, any immediate threat, he's responsible to pick up in this area. And then he'll get out into his pass route, which we'll talk about next. So this is Ace 80 Snag. You can see right up here, Ace being the formation we're going to use to illustrate this play in this example. And then 81 is our pass protection, meaning offensive line sliding left, as we just discussed, and the Snag concept. Now, the Snag concept is a 3-man or 3-receiver concept. So when we're in 81, it means our running back is lined up opposite that slide. He is to the right. So we're working here the right side of the field with 3 receivers. The running back, again, checks that pass protection in case there's immediate threat. And then he has the swing route getting out into the flats. So that's our number 3 receiver. The number 2 receiver is running that corner route. So he's pushing vertical 10 yards. Once he pushes vertical with some tempo here, he sticks that inside foot in the turf and breaks off to the corner. Now, we coach this that we push vertical 10 and break it off to the corner. And we want to make sure that these receivers have kind of a softer angle. So when you're way back out in the middle of the field or further back, we'll use that front pylon as a landmark or as the point of reference to angle to. As we get down close to the end zone and we get down inside the 20, we'll use the back pylon as the angle for our corner route. And then that number 1 receiver, which is our Z in our ace formation, he's running that spot route. So he's pushing off the line of scrimmage and coming in to about 4 to 6 yards of depth is how we coach it. So somewhere around 4 or 6 yards, he's going to set up around the hash mark, basically fill the hole that inside receiver just vacated by running the corner. And when he gets there and sets up, he's actually going to sit and present himself to the quarterback right there. So again, Snag is a 3-receiver combo. The number 1 receiver, the outside receiver running the spot, the number 2 receiver running the corner, and that number 3 receiver in this formation of ace would be our running back, runs the swing route out into the flats. Now, we really like this play against really any type of zone coverage. It's a great play against different zone type coverages. It puts 3 receivers on 2 defenders in most cases, and it stretches the field both horizontally side to side and vertically. So we really like this play. It's a tough combo to cover all 3 of these since we're stretching both horizontally and vertically, and we've got 3 on 2 in many cases. Now on the backside, we basically default. They will run the Snag concept as well. So our outside X receiver here in our ace formation is going to run that spot route, and our number 2 receiver, which is our H in the slot, will run the corner, pushing 10, breaking off to the corner. Now, we are going to discuss some things today and show some video today of how to change the backside and tag the backside and really get creative with this play. But this is the foundation of how the play sets up. So the quarterback read, let's talk about that. Snag is a defender key read, so we're telling our quarterback, hey, when you're reading the defense here, your defender keys are safety to cornerback. So he's going to take his eyes to the safety. Now you can see in this picture here, it's a 7th and 8th grade team that we coached. We've got our quarterback's already received the snap. He's got the ball, and his eyes are trained right here on this safety. So he's reading this safety, and that's going to tell him really probably where he wants to go with this football. So they're playing a man free look. So they've got man across the board with a free safety roaming free. Again, we're reading free safety to corner is his read. Now his progression on the routes are, number one, we want to throw the corner if we've got it. Let's take a shot to the corner route. So he's going to go corner route, first option, to the spot would be his second progression, and then the swing route out in the flats would be his third progression. So corner, spot, swing would be his read progression. Now, one note that's worth going over as a coaching point, you want to instruct and teach your quarterback to deliver this ball if he throws the corner route, to deliver this ball over the back outside shoulder, that upfield shoulder of the wide receiver. We want to place the ball out there so there's no chance of anybody getting this ball but our guy. So audibles, it is real important. We believe in audibles. We use audibles even at the youth level, certainly at the high school level and the college level. We use audibles all the time. But if you're a youth coach, you can even use it there as well. A simple hand signal can change the play at the line of scrimmage. So give your quarterback the ability to change plays if he has a defensive look or scheme that he knows we can get a strategic advantage by changing the play. We always want to give him the opportunity to do that. But let's go look at some of this video of how we run Snag. All right, here's some video of the play Snag. First off, the quarterback here is going to have a little three is what we call it. That's his drop. It's a little three-step drop. You'll notice his footwork there, the outside receiver running the spot and the inside receiver running the corner. So let's roll it here. See we develop and see this ball placement here on both of these throws. That's a nice throw right there. Let's look at it in a game situation. We're going to work to the H, which is up at the top of the screen here. You'll see the H receiver with a circle on him. He's going to run the corner route. And the quarterback throws an absolutely perfect pass right here. We want him to place that ball on the upfield outside shoulder to the outside of that defensive back, and number 4 celebrating, and it's a touchdown already. So it's a great throw right there by the quarterback on the Snag concept. All right, let's talk about running it out different formations. This University of Tennessee here, they're going to run the Snag concept with the number 1 receiver running the spot route, that number 2 receiver running the corner, and the number 3 receiver running into the flat. So let's roll the film here. Quarterback here is going to get the ball out on quick and on time and on tempo and hit that spot route for a nice gain, which is a good thing. Let's look at the play from behind the quarterback. Same play here. You'll see that he really doesn't have any pressure. He could have been a little more patient, but getting the ball out on time and tempo and getting in completion is always a good thing. But if you take a look at this play from the still shot, you'll notice if he'd been just a little bit more patient, look at the corner route down at the bottom of the screen, wide open for a touchdown. All right, let's see him running against the University of Oregon with the same bunch look. He's going to hit the number 3 receiver, which is going to the flat. So, again, we have the flat concept with the number 3 receiver, the corner, and the spot route. But the flat read was open. The cornerback came inside, so he had a good defender key read there. Got it out to that number 3 receiver, run that flat route, and you can tell he had all kind of grass to maneuver and get a big gain out of it. All right, let's look at Snag with some different formations and some variations, as well as incorporate in some tags. So here's an example of the Carolina Panthers running this play, the Snag concept against the Jacksonville Jaguars. A couple things about what we're going to look at here before we roll the video. First off, they're in ace to the right, which is the Snag side of the play here, because we've got the 3 receivers here. We've got receiver 1, 2, and 3 who's got the flat, and we've got the spot, and we've got the corner route from the number 2 receiver. So this is what I would call the play side of the concept here. On the back side, they've given a directional tag. So what we do and how we get that play or that formation alteration into the quarterback and into the players is we'll call ace, and then we have a directional call. We'll use north or east. So north is the right side of the formation, and east is the left side of the formation for us. So we would go ace, east, stack. So where that means we're changing the formation on the left side if we give them an east signal, and they're lining up in our stack formation, which looks like this here out on top of the numbers. And they've also changed the pass combo out here on the east side or the left side. They've given a stick, so you can see the stick route here, stick post combo on the back side. So let's see what it looks like as the play progresses. So here we see that number 2 receiver, which would be our Y. He's running the corner route right here. That number 1 receiver, that most outside receiver, which is our Z, who is supposed to come right here and spot up. But we got the referee here, and we've also got this linebacker here being influenced by what he sees right here with this back going to the flat. So instead of spotting up, this particular receiver is going to show spot up. I want you to look at that when we roll the film. You'll see him kind of stop his feet and pat his feet right here like he's going to spot up, and then because of the coverage, he'll release right into this hole here for a touchdown. And this is what it looked like as it started to develop. So as you see here, he's already started to get back into this post curl area right here where you see these red dots right here. And it's going to be a play for a touchdown. So it's a really easy read for Cam Newton on this play. We've got this linebacker staying flat, being influenced by this flat route right here, and we've got this safety being influenced by this post that they tagged on the left side of the formation, and we've got an easy touchdown right there. And this is what it looks like when he caught it. You can see how open he was. So let's roll the video and see what it looked like. All right, so here's what it looks like on video. Watch that that number 1 receiver, or rewind it a couple times. Watch him pat his feet right there and then release right into that hole, touchdown. That's a great example of a quarterback and a wide receiver being on the same page based on coverage. One more time, want to look at it here. All right, let's show how we run Snag out of some additional formations for you. So this is our stack 81 Snag. So stack is the formation, 81 is the pass protection, and Snag is the passing concept we're going to work. Over here on the right side of the field, we see we're in stack formation now. So we've got our Y and our Z stacked out on top of the numbers. The Z is still the number 1 receiver. He's still outside. The Y there has got an outside shade. Y is still the number 2 receiver. And running back F is the number 3 receiver in the concept. So we've got the number 1 receiver running the spot, the Y pushing 10 and running off to the corner, threatening that deep outside third, and then the running back, of course, got the swing to the flat. So that's how we run it out of stack. On the backside, we're in stack as well, since we did not give a directional call like we saw with the example with the Carolina Panthers. We just left it stack, and we left them with the Snag concept on the backside as well. This is JAG is the formation, which is our trips look. 80 is the protection call. Snag is the pass combo. And then we're tagging the X receiver on an X post. So JAG 80, Snag X post. Over here on the play side, again, now the Y, because we're in our JAG formation or our trips look, now our Y is our number 3 receiver in the formation. So he is the one that has the swing to flat. This is how Tennessee ran it. They ran it out of more of a bunch look in the previous example, but that number 3 receiver is running swing to flat. The number 2 receiver, of course, got the corner, as we keep talking about, and the number 1 receiver, our Z's, got the spot up. And we tagged that backside receiver, that X, on a post route, and the running back in this particular formation has just got pass protection responsibility. On play action, we've got a play we call orange, par, snag, X post. So orange is the formation, par is our call for play action right. If we were to play action this to the left, we'd call it PAL, P-A-L, would be play action left. But again, this is orange, par, snag, and tag the X on a post route. So in our orange formation, it's kind of a 2-back set for us, where our running back is now in the pistol in our orange formation, and it's showing play action. It's got a good play action fake here with the quarterback. The H in our orange formation is now the number 3 receiver, so they have the swing to flat route. The Y has the corner route, and the outside receiver, the Z, has the spot up. So that's how we run it in our play action look. Now with motion, we can line up in JAG left. That would be the formation, JAG left. Then we've got a motion call. We've got H move, and we've got pass protection 81 with the Snag concept called. So JAG left, H move, 81 Snag. So here we've got trips to the left since we're in JAG left, and we've got H moving. So this is a pre-snap movement. So the quarterback's going to give him a signal to start his motion prior to the snap, and he's going to come in motion across the center. Once he crosses the center and gets to this side of the ball, we're, of course, going to snap the ball, and the H is going to be on the move, and he will be the number 2 receiver in that particular case and run the corner route. So he's going to be on the move in motion and then turn it up and run the corner route. The F in this formation, of course, is the number 3 receiver. It's got swing to flat, and the Z is our number 1 receiver. It's got the spot up route. And then on the backside, we've still got the Y and the X remaining, running the snag combo. The X running the spot and the Y running the corner on the backside. So that gives you a lot of variety on how you can use formations, tags, play action, and motion to run the play we call snag. All right, Coach, hope you enjoyed that lesson on snag. Hey, if you'd like to follow us on our social media accounts, we want to encourage you to do that. And Twitter, it is at Callaway FB. That's our Twitter handle, at Callaway FB. And on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Callaway Football. And before you leave, take just a moment and make sure you hit that thumbs up button and click it and give us a like, as well as make sure you leave a comment. Your comments are real important to us. So until next time, I hope to see you on the field.